How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, the reason why we do this, you probably had a long and stressful day and you want to come to watch this video and also hear one of my corny jokes. So here it comes. I hate that funerals are at 9 a.m. I'm not really a morning person. That was good. So what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about CTRM. And you can tell by my tone right now, I just love a company that's continually moving forward. They're trying to expand, they're trying to grow, and they're putting that money to work. So we're going to go into the catalyst right after I cover the technical analysis, because hey, stay tuned. It's coming right now. Let's put it on. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on CTRM. So let's take a look at what was happening on Monday. And one of the things that we love seeing is that we're on an upward trend here, right? So we're seeing some moves towards the upside. So what we want to look at, since it's been a little bit since we covered it, we want to see what the support levels are and what the resistance levels have been since the beginning of the week. So as we take a look here on the Monday, we see that we have a resistance area around 94 cents. We're unable to actually pass that particular area. So as we take a look here that was going on in the after hours and so forth, it was staying fairly consistent. Now we're taking a look and we're seeing that it was 92 cents in regards to the pre-market that we had going on, especially on the 9th. So as we go into the regular trading hours of yesterday, we end up getting down to a low here, which also shows an area of support, which is what I like to see around this 86 cents area. So we end up getting low here to around 86 and then end up making moves to the upside. And as you can see here yesterday, we have a solid support area here around 89 cents, right? So we end up having this strong move to the upside. We end up hitting this level here at $1.01, where there's of course some resistance. And we want to take a look at a solid candle, because we know those mini candles, if the price doesn't stay there that long, we could call that a dollar. So the dollar being that resistance area. But we also see that we have some support here that was going well into the after hours yesterday, and we also saw it during regular trading hours right here at 96 cents. So now let's get into the day. So as we take a look, the most support that we've seen going from yesterday and the pre-market of today is around 96 cents, like we previously mentioned, which is an area to always good to keep an eye on. So we end up having a strong move here to $1.07, as you can see, but that doesn't spend too much time up there, of course. But we can see it spent a good amount of time around $1.06 when we say it's from 9.30 all the way to 9.35. Now the next level, as we can see here, resistance was around $1.05. We ended up having a strong sell-off, and as you can see down here below, many stocks ended up dipping. So if there was any stocks you were interested in today, this was the area to buy. As you can see, it got as low as 90 cents, which was great to see because it didn't end up revisiting the 80s territory, which is good. Even if we take a look at the RSI right down here, we see that it's around 25.71, which is really good and indicates and shows us that it was oversold. Now, as we recover from this particular area here, we see that we have a support level here right at 93 cents that got tested and ended up doing very well. One thing that we love to see, that support area started getting better, and we see it moved up here to 94. And then we're seeing, as we got into the close and so forth, it got to 95, which is an area that we're familiar with and we love to see. Now, as we take a look at after hours here, we have a support here around 94. And it's around 95 cents in the after hours as we currently speak. So if the market conditions are great and so forth, and we also had a catalyst today, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing CTRM make some moves to the upside and getting back into that 96 cents territory, okay? Even 97, I'll be cool with that as well, because we already know once it starts making these moves, pretty significant. If we end up having a gap down, then the areas that we need to look at, of course, would be the 93 cents and the 90 cent area to make sure that it's holding support there. All right, so we're going to be going over the most recent news that came out on March 10th for Castor Maritime. So Castor Maritime announces a vessel acquisition. They're on fire as of late, but let's get into it. So CTRM, a diversified global shipping company, announces that it entered through a separate wholly owned subsidiary into an agreement to purchase a 2010 Korean-built Castor Maritime dry bulk carrier from an unaffiliated third party for the purchase price of $15.45 million. The acquisition is expected to be consummated by taking a delivery of the vessel within the second quarter of this year and is subject to the satisfaction of certain customary closing conditions. Petros Pagolidis, who is the CEO of Castor, commented, "We are very happy to announce our seventh vessel acquisition in 2021, with the addition of another Kamsarmax dry bulk vessel, our fourth to Castor's fleet. Our focus remains on deploying our capital and growing our fleet through timely acquisitions of vessels across shipping segments." I am loving it. So that's the news that I wanted to share with you guys today. This is from officially their website, from their press releases. And yeah, this is exciting for shareholders. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So we're now on fintel.io for CTRM. You're going to see a lot of YouTube videos, and I want to give you guys something that's realistic in regards to short interest and a possible short squeeze. So right now it's around 24%. Like we speak about on this channel, when we see short interest above 21%, that's usually a good sign, and it increases the possibility of us getting a short squeeze, okay? So as we take a look here, as far as the amount of shares that are available to short, you can see it's 10 million shares, so it's still quite an amount. And as far as for the borrow fee, it's around just under 10%. We also got to take into consideration what has been looking like. So we can see here on March the 9th, it's at 24%, so 24.33. And if we look at March 8th, it was 29.45. As you can see from the other days, especially starting from March the 1st here, it has been going down. So the moment it goes below that 20%, then again, the chances are even lower of a short squeeze actually happening. So that's one thing I want you guys to be aware of, and you're educated about that, and not get misled by a lot of videos you see saying, oh yeah, CTRM is going to squeeze to like this much or that much. Again, it all depends on a variety of factors, and this is the most recent information that I have available to share with you guys. So for my final thoughts, I'm really excited seeing what CTRM has been doing. They're expanding and they're putting that money to work and taking advantage of current conditions so they can move forward. What more can you really ask for as a shareholder or even as an investor? I also want to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. As you see right now, there's a lot of volatility in the market right now. A lot of the prices that we're seeing on stocks, hey, this is your time to actually capitalize on it. And as far as for CTRM, things are looking really good, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what else happens. We don't know how long this volatility is going to continue because we've seen some reminiscence of it today, and I know that you took advantage of the dip because you watched this channel, but also be aware of that. And if you're going through anything, whether it's mentally, you just need to understand a lot when it comes to stocks comes down to psychological, and making sure that you believe in the company that you're actually investing in or putting money in is so crucial during a time like this. So that's what I wanted to remind you guys about. I'll be talking to you real soon.